Welcome once again, folks, to PRTV. Hope you enjoy the video.
Applebee's and IHOP are losing money. They are amongst the latest restaurant chains to announce that customers are walking away from higher priced items and not spending as much time in their restaurants. Remember that Applebee's and IHOP were part of the group of restaurants that raised their prices over the last few years, and they are seeing customers pull back as a result. In fact, Applebee's says that the amount of customers that are only coming in to take advantage of promotions has significantly increased over the past year. Of course, it's little wonder that customers are getting very savvy and are only focused on deals when the price of food has skyrocketed so much, especially eating out and amongst even fast food restaurants.
Amen, brother. You said a mouthful there, that's for sure.
Applebee's and IHOP say that they hope to turn things around for themselves by focusing on innovative new menu products. So what? Can customers expect more of those watered-down Dollaritas? Either way, given current economic conditions, I highly doubt there's going to be much that either restaurant can do to coax customers into spending much more on higher priced items. It just simply isn't the time for that.
Lower the prices.
Is price actually the
Lower
problem
the
why people are
prices.
going out less? I think at the end of this video, I'm going to surprise you. So we see this article from December 22nd of 2023. It talks about how, as you can read the headline, is it price or is it something else why people are dining out less?
Not to mention that the food sucks. It's all poison. So what are you paying for?
So now this first part would show you, it says that there, to be clear, there hasn't been an exodus from restaurants exactly, but the anticipated rebound of the pandemic has been slowing. But you see things like this. Like, so at the end of this, late night Taco Bell runs were way up. The fast casual has gone up. We still left our homes in search of convenient food, fast food joints, all that type of stuff. So we're seeing, and this would lead you to believe that maybe price is the problem because these are oftentimes the cheaper option.
I remember the days, back in the day, you could get a bag full of tacos for $10.
But not so fast, my friend. As you would see here, when it comes to the more expensive locations, it seems as though they're either doing all or nothing. Customers are doing all or nothing. They're either going to Carbone or these really high-end viral places that are doing great, or they're not going out at all. It's no longer in between where they'll go out for the nice place, but nothing crazy. It's just different. And this is what we see in 2023.
You want to know why your sandwich costs so much at the local restaurant? My friend Dan sent me a text the other day. He was at one of my restaurants. He said, "Brian, I just ordered a BLT at $16. You realize it's just bread, bacon, lettuce, and tomato." I said, "Yeah, Dan, but let me give you some restaurant perspective. In today's economy, my rent is $20,000 a month. My utilities are $6,000 a month, and my labor is currently running about $60,000 a month. That's at 28%. So I'm in for $86,000 a month before I sell a single sandwich.
Wow.
At a 32% food cost, I have about $11 profit in that sandwich. That
Sure don't sound worth it, does it? Not at all.
means I have to sell 93,800 sandwiches a year, or 257 a day, just to break even and make no money. 1.5 million in revenue, and I don't make a dime. That's why your sandwich costs so much. That's a reflection on our economy.
You got that right, brother. That's ridiculous. Wow, 257 sandwiches a day. Who's going to sell that? Absolutely incredible, folks.
My job at Denny's, and it's literally not a singular customer, and we are empty.
Of course.
It's 3 employees, and we're in California too. So in California, we get paid $19 an hour minimum. So
Yeah. You know, if you had a fair price, it'd be packed. Sure it would.
there's 2 servers at $19 an hour. One of them, he's been here longer than me, so I'm assuming that his pay is somewhere in around like $23 an hour. And then we got a cook, probably makes about $25 to $30 an hour. So just in labor costs alone, they losing almost damn near like $80 an hour.
LA follows Las Vegas footsteps as visitors to city plummet 50%. No one's going. We're talking about people taking trips. They tend to do that when they think their lives are good. Nobody goes, hey, I'm unemployed. I just got thrown off Medicaid. Do you want to go to Vegas?
Right.
Comment 8. I worked at an overpriced coffee shop for 3 months who claimed that everything was organic and local, but everything came from Sasco, Costco, and Walmart.
There you go.
That's classic fake fancy energy.
lies.
Claiming local and organic while secretly sourcing from the cheapest supplier.
Lies.
Folks aren't dumb. Transparency matters. And it makes sense why people stop trusting restaurants. If they feel like they're being lied to, they take their money elsewhere.
Trust in restaurants, trust in people in general.
Even a small place doing it right will earn loyalty faster than a big chain with fake claims.
Amen.
I am someone who used to really value going out to dinner, and I would actually budget a lot of money every single month for going out to restaurants. That was a big part of my social life and how I got together with a lot of my girlfriends. And now I would say that I've eaten out at restaurants maybe 5 times in the last 6 to 8 months, literally since the summer. A few months ago, I went out to dinner with one of my friends. This was early December. And we got pizza and wine and salad. And so we're sitting at this restaurant at this little teeny tiny table sandwiched between 2 other groups of people. So we have barely any space. The table is not even big enough to fit everything that we ordered. We got a glass of wine each. We got 2 individual sized pizzas. And mind you, neither of us eat meat. I ordered the vegan pizza, which didn't have any cheese. It was literally just a pizza with eggplant and sauce. And she ordered just a white pizza, no meat. So 2 of the least expensive pizzas on the menu. And we split a kale salad. And we each paid $80. The waiter came over with the bill and I was like, what did we order?
What is going on around here?
And the food was good, but $80 for pizza, wine, and salad is ridiculous.
So there's certain businesses I always say stay away from. Number one, especially for me, I don't see myself ever getting involved in this type of business, is the food industry. You can speak to any restaurant owner. It is a graft. The margins are low. You have to stress about the quality being the same every single day. I wouldn't be able to step away from that. I would find myself there every evening.
My
every
cousin was
weekend.
into that.
I wouldn't have a life. Yes, there may be some people who have made the fortunes in the food industry. I'm just saying it's one of the hardest ones.
Yep. My cousin from Key West had a restaurant. He said it was the hardest thing he ever did. He got out of that. I think he had it for about 5 years. Anyway, there you have it, folks. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. God bless y'all, and hope you enjoyed PRTV. Take care.